Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a divine feminine and masculine check-in, but the first thing I'm going to do is ask to be shown what the divine masculines are going through emotionally, mentally, and physically on the journey at this time, and what they would say about it. Advice for the feminines, emotionally, mentally, and physically, and where this connection is going in the near future. So let's begin. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the amazing twin collective that joins me here? How are the divine masculines navigating this journey at this time, emotionally, mentally, and physically? So emotionally, what can we see for the masculines? We are getting, not communicating about this new beginning in the physical. Communication and something grounding in the physical. This can also be the alchemy between the masculine and feminine. In my card readings, this Ace of Pentacles represents a year. When it's in the inverse like this, it's the moon and the sun alchemized, the lunar monthly and the solar annual coming into a compromise. So your divine counterpart is coming into an emotionally grounded with the red, the root chakra, empowered with the yellow, and sexy with the sacral. The 3 earth chakras, the 3D chakras, are at the center of this desire to alchemize a connection emotionally. So let's see what they would say to you, divine feminines, about this. Yes, but it came out neutral, and it's on a need-to-know basis. Exactly. They're not telling anyone. They're kind of savoring, reserving this connection. This is the private, intimate, just the two of you kind of connection energy here. Emotionally, they really are like, it's none of my business, or sorry, it's none of anyone else's business who I love. I'm getting the sense of protecting the connection, savoring, sacred, wanting to revel in it, wanting to make sure that it is solid and well thought out. I just heard it's on a need-to-know basis. So those who would have a negative opinion about the connection don't need to know. It's like the masculines are taking matters into their hands about not putting the connection in harm's way and protecting it emotionally from naysayers or from any of the things that they foresee would be an issue. What can we see for conscious mind for the masculines regarding the connections at this time? Okay, so they're coming to a balance. They're recognizing the foundation that has been laid here. They know that it is an abundant connection. They do recognize they've taken it for granted in the past. So there's a little bit of a bracing for future here. A desire to take it higher, to risk something and risk their heart. They're wanting to open their heart a little bit more at this time, based on the trustworthy foundation that's been laid here. What would they say to the feminines at this time? It's a fine line. So if we can keep going like we're going, we can figure this out, I just heard. So yeah, consciously they know it's a precise motion, and that if everybody keeps walking, if the counterparts keep walking this middle path of balance, it just might have a fighting shot at success. I just heard. Okay, in the physical, what are the masculines considering or experiencing? Oh, isn't that interesting? So even though they're wanting to emotionally have it on a need-to-know basis or possibly a surprise in the energy. In the physical, they want victory here. It fell out into the near future, so it does feel like there's a little bit of a movement towards some kind of victory. Oh my goodness. And these cards that fell on the floor, they know that they've had a missed opportunity because of a karmic feminine energy. This is my karmic mother. This is also the karmic partner that's more in the 3D material realm, imprinting the survival templates. And there is the divine feminine, the true nurturer. So there's a contrast here. These are almost polar opposite aspects of the feminine. Queen of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the upright. This is the most caring, nurturing, genuine, authentic. This is the most cutting, cold, critical, negative, pessimistic kind of energy. So they know that they have missed out on this nurture and home is where the heart is energy, because they've been choosing the past in some way, whether that's heartache that they've experienced in the past, their childhood imprinting, whatever it is. They're becoming more aware of these stigmas or habits or patterns and wanting to have victory over this and wanting to stand up for this connection in the face of these past energies or past choices not to honor this connection, potentially. What would they say to the divine feminine about this motion? Okay, uncharted territory, spooky action at a distance. It's all in how you look at it and surrendering to the love. So they are still with it's all in how you look at it in the reverse. They are still processing this and that, the imprinting or the history with what could be possible or what they sense is possible here with these connections. That's uncharted territory. So again, this feeling of, if we can keep going in this line and staying balanced, it just might work. So keeping wits about everyone, but they cannot dismiss that there is this spooky action at a distance. This is my quantum entanglement card. So the divine masculines are truly seeing and believing that there's something very sacred going on. If they don't use those kinds of spiritual terms, then it's uncanny, it's synchronistic, the timing is impeccable in some ways. Okay, so let's get some advice for the feminines regarding this emotional alchemy and not getting communication from the masculines right now necessarily or directly about that. Temple of eventual destinies, benevolence, spiritual progression, and enlightenment. So we did get the Sun card with the yes, which is the enlightenment card for the masculines, what they would say. So divine feminines, this is a chance for your spiritual progression, because you're not smashed together in, let's say, a karmic situation where it comes in and you hardly know what you just got yourself into, because it's go time whether you are equipped to deal with that or not. These connections are different. We have consciousness. There is enlightenment. We do get to see this progression. And so emotionally, it has balanced you out. Divine feminines, I'm hearing, look at how you were 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. Look at yourself. Look how far you've come. This connection has partly stabilized your emotions, balanced your emotions. You, through your free will and through your consciousness on this journey, have been doing the inner work to balance out more and more. Different things are priorities to you. Different things matter now. What can we see consciously about the home is where the heart is the foundation that's been laid here on the conscious mind? Feminine support regarding this foundation, the masculines beginning to open up and explore the connection a bit further. Chamber of imagination, whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. So this is really beautiful to do positive affirmations about the type of life that you do want, the amazing, beautiful things that can come that feel good to you. Start envisioning if, you know, this person is someone that can meet you in those things realistically. When you imagine the kind of life and love that you have, does this person fit that? Is this person someone that you can see meeting you in that energy? See where any of your own fears, or where past fears from the past that your masculine has shared with you come up, and I just heard annihilate them. So think and believe and love higher, open, wider to the possibilities of that return of your masculine claiming this love and being brave and being masculine enough to advocate for this and to rise up regarding this love. What are the physical realm messages for the feminines? Sirian Stargate, transcendence, prayerfulness, and serenity. Let go and let God, I just heard. Serenity prayer. Your divine counterpart has to go through the victory that is happening here, letting go of the past and choosing to come home into the home energy, that beautiful cosmic Om of creation. In many ways, individuating from the mother and choosing a partner. If a masculine is still entangled with their mother, they cannot partner with their feminine. So serenity, that is the wisdom to know that process of individuation, of allowing the masculine to realize their own maturity and to step through the stigmas, the barriers, and transcend. So yes, your belief can transcend whilst the masculines transcend those entanglements that hold them back. Okay, what can we see for the feminine's emotions on this journey at this time? No, Four of Pentacles, landing on the Four of Pentacles. That's the one about opening the heart. This is a heart opening, divine feminine, so it's about reciprocity, but also being able to receive that which you are asking for. So yes, while the masculines are staying balanced, the feminines are having a full receiving mode. Be in receiving mode of that which you have asked for. What can we get for supportive energies for the feminines? Coming into receiving mode. Well, we get Gaia. This card has been coming out quite a bit. So I believe that Mama Gaia is healing, and the frequency of regeneration is coming back to the planet. The forests are coming alive again, I just heard. And that is the resurgence of the feminine on the planet as well. The softening, the heart opening, the compassion, the age of compassion, the age of Aquarius. We are amongst it. So everything is going to become more lush. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So this is about the essential feminine energy that does bring birth, creation, the womb portal. So divine feminines, trust, receive. You are the garden that you're receiving, your masculine, but Mama Gaia is also receiving us all back into the healing of the planet. And so you are a representation of that healing in human feminine form. Divine feminines, absolutely beautiful. Be that lushness, feminines. What can we see for the conscious mind for the feminines regarding the connection at this time? Oh, another duplicate. This is the past the card that we see where the masculines were trying to let go of the past, or being conscious to let go of the past. So this is in the reverse. This means believe that it can come back around. Divine Feminines also let go of the past, let go of the past histories with your counterpart. Meet in fresh energy. Receive your masculine anew, I just heard. And soul. The energy of soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God and the divine. Make way for that higher expression to come in. When the two come back together after a period of separation, it is closer to the original templates. Every time there is a clearing, when separation happens, there is a coming nearer to the essential, the base, the original templates, in order for it to come back in and to connect. So allow for that, Divine Feminines. Allow for the growth spurt to occur. Put down the thinking and the ways of the past cycle and open to more. What can we see in the physical? I always see the Eight of Swords, staying neutral about any of the things that have felt helpless, hopeless, trapped, powerless, deal breakers, any of the things that you thought were impossible. Stay open-minded, Divine Feminines. What can we see for the Divine Feminines? Keeping open minds in the physical. Got 2. Merkaba and transition. Transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Exactly. Believe it. It's happening. Change is the only constant, Divine Feminines, and it's always getting better, more benevolent, more in your favor. Believe it. And Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to the Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our higher purpose. So there has been a purpose in these periods of separation, in the growth that happens on the sovereign, solo, autonomous path, the tandem, the mirrored, the spooky action at a distance between counterparts. So allow for that. It's all working through us for us. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.